Tonight, upgraded charges. We're learning what the officers involved in George Floyd's death are facing in court.
Plus, packed beaches during COVID-19. Tonight, city officials are responding after days of large crowds gathering at local beaches.
And Line 3 delay. Why Minnesota regulators are pushing back construction and taking another look at Enbridge's permits.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We have a lot to get to tonight, but right now we are following some breaking news in Wisconsin where there's a large law enforcement presence near the Middle River in the town of Lakeside.
Douglas County authorities and the Coast Guard are looking into a possible drowning in that area. We're told they are looking for a 6-year-old child that went missing around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We do have a crew en route right now, and we will update you online and on air as more details become available. Meanwhile, a big announcement tonight from state leaders in Minnesota. The state's attorney general announced charges against all 4 police officers involved in George Floyd's death. Attorney General Keith Ellison increased former officer Derek Chauvin's charge from 3rd to 2nd-degree murder. The other 3 former officers now face charges of aiding and abetting 2nd-degree murder. Ellison says he filed these charges because the facts and evidence in the case support them. He thanked Floyd's family and the community for their patience during the investigation, but says there is more work to be done.
What I do not believe is that one successful prosecution can rectify the hurt and loss that so many people feel. The solution to that pain will be slow and difficult work of constructing justice and fairness in our society.
Ellison says they will work quickly but thoroughly to build their case against the officers. Even so, it could be months before they go to trial. He asked for continued patience and trust, adding that they are pursuing justice by every legal and ethical means. Governor Tim Walz shared a statement on the charges this afternoon, saying it's a step toward justice. But he added that George Floyd's death is the symptom of a disease which will not be cured until it's solved together. He finished by saying there is some hard work ahead.
Meanwhile, Walz stopped by the site Wednesday where George Floyd was killed last week. The governor spoke with others at the makeshift memorial. He also added his own words, writing "Justice now" in chalk on the sidewalks. Since Floyd's death, protests, looting, and violence have broken out in cities across the country. Arson and vandalism has devastated a large stretch of a vital corridor in South Minneapolis and has spread beyond to pockets of neighboring St. Paul and some suburbs. In response to the devastation, Walz has extended the curfew for the Twin Cities. Overnight mandatory curfews have been in effect for the last 5 nights now. Governor Walz announced today that the curfew will still be in effect tonight and tomorrow night in Minneapolis and St. Paul. The hours are from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. That will make it a full week's worth of curfews in the aftermath of the death of Floyd. A panel of Northland Twin Cities and other activists are holding a virtual gathering tonight reacting to the death of Floyd. The purpose of the 6 p.m. panel is to discuss how to build a movement that can end deadly encounters with police. Socialist Resurgence is teaming up with Save the Kids, hosting this virtual panel that they hope will build awareness of the issue. We have those involved in the panel listed on our website, CBS3Duluth.com, as well as a link to join.
A Duluth teenager is okay after being hit by a motorcyclist over the weekend. The incident caught on camera. 16-year-old Blue Snow Zukas says he was protesting Saturday on I-35. He says he saw cars trying to get past the protesters, and suddenly a motorcyclist struck him, as you can see in the video. He says he's thankful he wasn't hurt, just a few bumps and bruises. His mother filed a police report Tuesday hoping to identify the driver. She's still in disbelief about what happened.
She said, "Oh my God, Blue was just struck by a motorcycle." And I kind of didn't believe it because it sounds really unbelievable. I thought maybe it was like they were exaggerating or something, like maybe the motorcycle got close.
Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from the teenager as he explains more about what happened and what kind of justice the family is hoping to see.
All right, let's get a quick look at the weather. Dave, another beautiful day in the Northland today.
Yeah, it really was. Warm temperatures, but low humidity levels made it quite tolerable for we fickle Northlanders who don't like it overly hot. Here's a live look at what's going on right now in the Virginia area, looking at the Virginia High Bridge across the Richelieu Pit, and it looks like traffic is picking up here as restrictions do start to ease, and just in time, too, to enjoy our brief but beautiful summer here in our region. Clear tonight for most towns, but that low pressure system to the west that is creeping towards us, and Iron Rangers, including Virginia, could get a taste of some rain showers tonight. The rest of us could follow suit tomorrow, but again, the chance only runs about 30 to 40%. After that, we will start to clear up again as early as Friday, but our Thursday day planner indicates we start mostly sunny, finish on the cloudier side. By the time you come back home from work tomorrow night, 79 degrees and a chance for rain. We'll talk about the duration of this warm spell coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Here's a live look at Duluth City Hall, which partially reopened to the public today. It will be open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., but only by appointment. Anyone entering City Hall will have to wear a mask and complete a health screening beforehand. We have more information about what precautions you can expect on our website. Today, Duluth City leaders addressed the large crowds we've recently seen on Park Point Beach during the COVID-19 pandemic. Some people have questioned the city's decision to keep the beach open. Today, Mayor Emily Larson put it on beachgoers to be responsible. She says there's plenty of beach space to help people stay socially distant.
It is, imperative, and it's really a call of self-responsibility to monitor ourselves a bit and ensure that everyone has a chance to get outside on that beautiful free beach.
Fire Chief Sean Crige adds that the beach house is still closed and lifeguards are not on duty until further notice due to the financial impacts of COVID-19.
New at 6, Minnesota State Representative Sandy Lehman announced she does not plan to seek re-election. The Republican made the announcement yesterday. Lehman represents District 5B, which includes the cities of Cohasset and Grand Rapids. She says she originally planned to seek a third term, but in a statement yesterday, she decided she needed to prioritize her private life. Lehman had served in the House over the past 4 years. She will continue to represent the district until a new state representative is seated in 2021. Authorities are searching for suspects after someone set fire to a memorial for a Sawyer County deputy killed in the line of duty. It happened in the village of Coudray around 10:30 last night. Authorities responded to a fire at the memorial for Deputy Michael Villiard. He died 22 years ago while responding to an emergency call. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sawyer County Sheriff's Office. We have that number on our website. Meanwhile, Duluth Police's newest canine received a special donation in memory of her predecessor. Canine Luna just received a new bulletproof vest thanks to an organization called Vested Interest in Canines. Her vest has the message, "In memory of Canine Haas," embroidered on it. Haas died during an officer-involved shooting in Duluth back in 2019.
The Enbridge Line 3 replacement project could be facing a major delay as Minnesota pollution regulators are taking a closer look at the company's permit applications. Today, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency announced it will hold a contested case hearing later this summer. That hearing will focus on the company's water quality permit and pipeline water crossing methods. Enbridge needs the permit to build the $2.6 billion project that would replace the deteriorating Line 3 pipeline. The MPCA had until mid-August to rule on the water quality permit. Now that deadline is moved to November 14th. Today, Enbridge officials said they now expect the majority of construction to start next year. They added that they are still trying to do everything they can to keep the project on time.
We're learning the Grand Portage Lodge and Casino in Hovland, Minnesota is tentatively reopening on June 22nd. They were closed due to the pandemic, like many other casinos across the Northland. They've added new safety precautions and say this opening date could change. There's still no opening date set for the Fond du Lac and Black Bear casinos in Duluth and Carlton. Black Bear Resort Casino and Fond du Lac have a tentative date that they're monitoring, but at this point, nothing is set in stone. The casino administration is working with health officials to monitor COVID-19 cases in the surrounding area. Meanwhile, the Fortune Bay Resort Casino in Tower took to their Facebook page on Monday saying, "We are open." And in Wisconsin, Legendary Waters Resort and Casino in Bayfield is currently closed, as well as the Bad River Bands Casino in Odana.
A new report shows the state of Wisconsin won't recover from COVID-19's financial hit until next year. Governor Tony Evers' administration released the report today. It projects wages and personal income levels will rebound in 2021. According to the State Department of Revenue, Wisconsin lost 440,000 jobs in April alone. That's more than twice the number lost during the Great Recession. Personal income is projected to shrink by 0.5%, while wages are expected to decrease by 9% before rebounding next year. The state believes federal aid will help in the recovery.
Still to come on Live, local CBS 3 will take you live to an event in Duluth aimed at giving masks and opportunities to an underserved community.
Today's high made it to 78 degrees. That's 6 degrees cooler than yesterday's high, but still 11 degrees warmer than normal. We'll talk about how long this warm spell will last and our chances for rain in between coming up after the break.
Live, local, CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS3.
It's BOGO time. Buy one rug at sale price and get another rug free at Home World Rugs. Mix and match from over 30 patterns in up to 11 sizes. Rug experts in every showroom can help you find the perfect rug. Buy one, get one rug free. Now in all home furniture locations.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets, 21-inch wide pillowcases that will fit over any pillow and deep pocket sheets that will fit over any mattress. You'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen right now to get your very own MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets. Use the promo code and Mike will give you 2 for 1 low price and free shipping.
I'm Dr. Carolyn Phelps, licensed psychologist. In the wake of this pandemic, many of us are feeling over-challenged and overwhelmed. If you or someone you care about is struggling with anxiety, depression, or any other mental health problem, please know this: getting help matters. Mental health care is essential care, and it's still available. Simply contact a local mental health care provider yourself or ask someone you trust whom they'd recommend. Now more than ever, reach out for help.
I hail from Canada, but I'm not a hockey player. I came here for soccer, but my journey at UWS has turned into much more than just an athletic endeavor. I have a lot to thank professors for allowing me the opportunity to have confidence in myself, whether it's on the field or in the classroom or on the campus, and I think that I really flourished. For me, my experience at UWS has truly allowed me to connect with who I am. You know, for such a small campus, I think it offers such a big experience. The name Superior truly fits this institution.
Get a great deal on the Kubota L-Series tractor. Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. With a powerful Kubota diesel engine and dependable gear or HST transmission, it's ready to take on your toughest projects. Get an L-Series tractor for 0 down and 0% APR for 60 months, plus save up to $1,600.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Home Furniture presents our Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, enjoy 10% savings on all Stickley. Own a piece of stunningly crafted history from Stickley during Home Furniture's Memorial Day sale.
The Sunday night movies are back on CBS. And not just any movies. Paramount's biggest sit-down, escape from reality blockbusters. And this Sunday, John Travolta, Sandy, and Olivia Newton-John in the Grease sing-along. The CBS Sunday night movies are back, starting at 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by LifeView Glaucoma Center. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
They say turnabout is fair play, and today it was Grand Marais that could say such things. 80 degrees in that town, and cooler up the Gunflint rather than vice versa. 80 versus 72, one of our warmer towns today in the midst of this warm spell. Usually Grand Marais is among our cooler towns, yes, but today they are among the kings and queens. 81 Watersmeet's a hair better, sure. And 80 in Siren's pretty warm. 80 in Superior, it was the towns by the lake that got toastiest today. But 70s for the rest of our region, nothing to really sneeze at. If you like it that way, we get it again tomorrow and maybe through Friday. It's Saturday when we get a chance, a decent chance for a cool down back into the 60s. In turn, that'll give way back to the 80s by Monday. So if it steps back a little bit, it won't step back long. Stepping up to the airport right now, we have a current temp of 74 degrees with a relative humidity reading of 30%. North-northwest wind is going 10 miles per hour and our air pressure holding steady on the higher side at 1,009 millibars. Well, taking a look at the current temperatures, we see that Hayward isn't reporting in again today, so hopefully folks get that reporting station fixed up over there. That's not my job. No, the airports tend to do that. Boy, if I could fix those, I'd be traveling all day long. 74 is what we have right now in Watersmeet, 72 Ironwood, and 77 in Ashland, 76 Solon Springs, 75 Solon Springs, 76 in Superior, low 70s Moose Lake, mid 70s up much of the North Shore, 72 degrees in Ely. Already it's fallen to 54 degrees by the lake in Grand Marais, so that 80 was a short-lived phenomenon. 72 Ely, 74 International Falls, 73 to 74 along the Mesabi Range. Tomorrow's high temps, 70s to about 80 once again. And a little bit of rain may decorate things around our region. There's a low to our west. It's starting to creep in with some clouds in Minnesota right now. And as those come across tonight, there's a chance for Minnesotans to get a little bit of rain here. It's about a 30% chance from the Iron Ranges up towards the Canadian border as this low pressure system gets closer. And then the rest of the region overnight likely will be on the drier side. But tomorrow, the chance of rain spills into the entire region. This map may look a little more ominous than it actually is. The chance for showers and thunderstorms really only runs about 30 to 40%. And then by Friday, we dry up again, stay on the warm side. Into Saturday is when the temperatures will tumble. Tonight, Minnesota low temps go from 49 by the lake to 54 farther inland. 30% chance for that rain up north. In Wisconsin and Michigan, clear to partly cloudy with low temps there, 49 to 53 for tomorrow for Wisconsin and the UP. I think the rain returning will come later in the afternoon into the evening, 40% chance. High temps running again from 79 to 84, so the warmer than normal stretch continues. Minnesota temps tomorrow, 68 to 73 by the lake, 73 to even 82 farther inland, and a 30% chance for that afternoon and evening rain there. And it should all go away by Friday as a new high slides in. Temperatures will fall a little bit. Mid-70s Friday, give way to upper 60s on Saturday. And then by Sunday, Kristen and Anthony, it gets cloudy. Could get rainy, but that 65 of Sunday goes back up close to 80 degrees as early as Monday.
80, wow. You know, I couldn't help but notice, it seemed like just last week we were still really in spring. Things still seemed a little dead, but
yeah,
today
you're
it is
right.
Just full-blown summer out there. Everything is so green and so beautiful.
A little bit of rain and a little bit of heat will do magical things.
It sure does. Thanks, Dave.
Free masks for people who need them most and helping make sure a community struck by trauma can stay civically engaged. Right now, the Duluth NAACP is handing out face masks in downtown Duluth to make sure disproportionately affected communities have what they need to protect themselves during the COVID-19 pandemic. CBS3's John Cardinelli is at Lifehouse on 1st Street where the event started a couple hours ago. John, how's it going?
Kristen, Tony, we've been here at Lifehouse for a little over an hour now. The event tonight wraps up at 6:30, so it's not too late to come on out here and get a mask and some hand sanitizer if you don't have one. It's been great because a lot of people have come out here, have actually said they saw this on the news, so it's great to know that everyone out here in the community is doing their part now. I'm joined here with Mary Cowan Bantle. She is an organizer with Lifehouse. She is also a member of the NAACP. Mary, thank you for joining us today. So my question for you is, we know that the Duluth NAACP has hosted these drives both in Duluth and Superior. So what sort of sparked the drive out here today?
Yeah, I think now more than ever, it's so important that we're showing up for our community. So since the beginning of the pandemic, this is actually the 8th mask giveaway that we've done, giving away masks and hand sanitizer, but also giving folks information about how to get counted in the census and how to register to vote, because it's so important now more than ever that we are all represented. But really, right now, we know that many state restrictions have been lifted, and so people are starting to feel more comfortable. But the truth is that the pandemic is still here. COVID-19 is still a risk, and this is one way that we can protect one another in our communities by wearing a mask when we are in public. And this was really a community effort and show of love. Every single mask that we're giving away was sewed by a volunteer and donated, is being given away 100% free. And just for today's event, we had over 1,000 masks that were donated, which is just a huge show of community love and support. We also know that our young people in particular are gathering right now in rallies and protests to demand peace and justice and racial equity. And we know that the police brutality needs to end, but we also know that when we're gathering in those spaces, one way we can keep each other safe from COVID-19 is by wearing a mask.
All right, thank you, Mary. And Kristen, Tony, I just want to say it really is great out here today to see the community collaboration. It definitely gives me hope and the people around me hope that there are better days ahead. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from people who came here today to the drive to pick up masks, hand sanitizer, and also sign up for voting, what this means to them and how they and the hopes they have for the future. For now, back to you.
That sounds great. Thanks, John.
Coming up in sports, the NBA is planning to vote on whether or not to resume the season. Kelly will be in with the details next.
Northwest Outlet is open for business. Now save up to 40% off store-wide.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Garden mats eliminate 90% of the time spent working in the garden and increase a garden's productivity by 10 to 20%. Garden mats let air and water through, but block sunlight. The pre-measured holes make planting a breeze. We help people grow 100% organic vegetables, weed-free. Garden mats give us our summers back to do the things we love. Go to gardenmats.com.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. At Miners National Bank, we offer local originating, local processing, local closing, and local servicing. For your next mortgage, apply now. minersmortgage.com. Miners National Bank of Evelyn, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Reclaim your life today in the face of anxiety, depression, or thoughts of suicide at Ketamine North Infusion. In our safe spaces, we want to ensure you a better quality of life with our low-dose IV ketamine infusions. Ketamine North Infusion. Be well with us.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
As we all navigate the challenges of the coronavirus outbreak, know that for more than 100 years, the Better Business Bureau has guided consumers and businesses from the Great Depression to the housing crash. We've connected consumers with businesses they can trust, and we've recognized businesses that are committed to uncompromising ethical standards. We're better together, and the BBB is here to help. Learn more at bbb.org. The Better Business Bureau, building trust in trying times.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Baraboo. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Professional athletes from Minnesota continue to voice their support for protests and change following the murder of George Floyd at the hands of the police. Blake Wheeler, the Plymouth, Minnesota native, has been extremely vocal about his thoughts and wants for change in racial equality for sports. Wheeler is in Florida now, but has been following the protests that are happening extremely close to his home. On a 40-minute Zoom call with the Winnipeg Jets media yesterday, Wheeler voiced how it cannot just be up to one group of people when it comes to change.
We have to be as, involved in this as black athletes. It can't just be their fight. When Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee during the national anthem and trying to do it in a peaceful way in 2016 and trying to raise awareness to this in a peaceful manner. I wish that I was more involved sooner than I was. I wish that, it didn't take me this long to get behind it.
Former UMD great Haley Irwin is officially hanging up her skates at the international level. Irwin's decorated career at UMD included 2 national titles with the Bulldogs. Beyond UMD, the Thunder Bay, Ontario native was a part of 3 Olympics with Team Canada, winning silver in 2018 and gold in both 2010 and 2014. Irwin played a grand total of 108 international games with Canada's national women's team. She is moving on to pursue a career in coaching. The NBA Board of Governors is expected to vote on Thursday on a plan to resume the season. According to an ESPN report, the proposal calls for the resumption of the season on July 31st in Orlando, with the last possible date for Game 7 of the finals on October 12th. The plan includes a 22-team format. However, there is reportedly still room to adjust those final details. The owners need a 3/4 vote to approve the plan. And while some NFL facilities are open for essential employees, don't expect to see any players at team headquarters until training camp starts this summer. According to an internal memo from Commissioner Roger Goodell, teams must hold training camps at their main practice facilities because of the pandemic. Last year, 10 teams held their training camps off-site, including the Washington Redskins, who practiced in Richmond, Virginia. The memo also said that teams won't be able to hold joint practices with other teams, which has been a popular option over the past few years. The changes will limit travel and hopefully exposure to the virus. The league is yet to announce dates on when NFL camps will officially open. That's going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more here back tonight at 10. Kristen and Tony, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we are following breaking news out of Douglas County tonight.
Authorities are investigating a possible drowning on Lake Superior near Middle River Road. We're told the Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Coast Guard have been on scene since just before 2 o'clock this afternoon, searching for a missing 6-year-old child. Authorities say a mother and her 2 children were swimming on the lake. This is a developing story. We'll have the latest on CBS3Duluth.com and tonight on the CBS3 News at 10. Well, if you love cheese, you're going to want to block off some time tomorrow.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
On Thursday, the dairy farmers of Wisconsin will host the world's largest online cheese party, or as they put it, they're asking cheese lovers to take a virtual cheesecation in the Badger State. Thursday is also National Cheese Day. The group plans to mark it by offering people an opportunity to meet Wisconsin cheesemakers online. The event will also include cheese tastings, trivia, giveaways, and surprise guests. If you're interested, you have to register for free on Zoom, where the party will be hosted.
That sounds right up your alley. Dave, we're going to see more sunshine in the coming days, or how's the rest of the week look?
I think tomorrow will start off with sunshine, but it may not finish that way. As a low pressure system comes around, 30 to 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. Iron Rangers may get some showers here tonight. That's a prelude to the system Thursday night, but it goes away by Friday. Cools down on Saturday, though. The heat goes away.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you back here at 10.
CBS3 closed caption.